conservative or being a Trump supporter or being part of MAGA does not mean you have to accept another Middle East war without questions. And anybody who tells you that can suck it.
As we continue to track the fallout of Donald Trump's unilateral, incoherent, and wildly reckless war of regime change in Iran, some criticism in particular seems to have triggered Trump, specifically from Tucker Carlson and Megyn
What's going
Kelly,
on, beautiful people? This is yours truly, Versace. Welcome to the One Real Talk Show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, again, what I've been saying to you beautiful people for the longest time. I even lost my big channel for warning you guys, telling you guys this, okay? And the difference between me and all these fake YouTubers, guys, I don't care about none of this stuff, man. Like, my life don't be around the internet. Like, this is why I hardly do things here, because this is all political agenda bullshit. All these platforms from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name them, they're all owned by some Jewish weirdo. And if you say anything about Israel, you get banned. Bro, I lost my channel last month. They banned my channel. What did I do? I created a new email, created another channel, okay? And the beautiful thing is that this channel, you guys probably wondering because you go check the date. You're like, Versace, this channel's been out. Well, no. So I learned the trick watching a lot of YouTube. So I'm going to give you guys this little secret before we keep going with this. YouTube, right, or any other platform, you know how when you open up a platform or a YouTube channel, you can open up to 3 more channels, right, under the same email. So let's say you can have a channel for politics. You can do a channel for gaming. You can do a channel for music. You can do a channel for reactions, right? So it's 4 different channels with 1 email. So what I did was that I created 3 different emails. So now I had 3 channels on this YouTube channel from this email. I had 3 YouTube channels from this email. And then I had 3 other channels from this other email. So why do I do it like that? So if this channel drops, I still got these other pages, right? So if this channel drops, I have another one here. And it don't matter to me. I can have 1 billion subscribers and they can take it away and I have to restart again. I'll do it. I'll do it. Why? Because I don't get paid from none of this stuff, guys. I really don't, okay? I would like to, right? Like anybody else, but I don't. That's the difference between me and these people. See, these people, when they say, oh, we're going to, your channel's demonetized, they give up because they wasn't doing it for the passion. They were doing it for the money. That's the difference between me and them. I don't care, okay? I don't care. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But guess what? I'm going to still tell you the truth. I'm going to still give you the real, honest opinion as an American. I didn't come from a private school. I do not speak like with big vocabulary. I'm a normal American, okay? I speak 2 languages, Latin, English, and I do other little languages there, but that's my little secret. I've done security work for 17 plus years, all right? Contracting or whatever the fuck you want to call it, gray area, gray man, whatever it is, different color shit you guys be putting on people like me, right? So I have a lot of experience when it comes to human behavior. I used to get paid to study people, okay? And you can see it in Trump, okay? Trump is pinned in the corner. Whatever Israel has on Trump is so disgusting and bad that they're manipulating him, okay? Remember, Trump was running to make America great again. Low costs of rent and mortgages. Bring back the real food. Why? Because the fake food people are eating, people are dying at fucking 20-something years old with cancer. Like, it's just retarded. Let's tighten up the borders from Canada and Mexico because we need to. That's not a racist thing. We need to, okay? Because it's too many humans in one city that the city can't handle. So that's the other thing you dumbasses don't understand. When you overpopulate a state or a country, it cripples it. Go look at fucking London. London don't look like London. You remember the James Bond London? You go to London, it looks like India. It looks like Pakistan. And that's not being racist. You just took a whole identity of a country and just took it out and wiped it down to allow all these different people and with their culture and their beliefs to take over a country. Look at Paris. Paris don't look like the Paris. Paris used to be a thing for us Americans. Look, the fucking Eiffel Tower. It was a romantic country. You know, you went when you got married, or you know, your anniversary, you take your wife or your whatever you're into, girl, boyfriend, whatever, and you brought them to the romantic place of Paris, where you can customize colognes and perfume, the fashion. Paris is worse than London. They look like a third world country. I even make it even better for you guys now. Look at New Zealand. Look at what's the other country I like? Australia. Australia don't look like Australia no more. Puerto Rico don't even look like Puerto Rico no more because it's so Americanized. And that's not being racist, guys. That's not being racist. That's just saying, wait a minute, something's off here. You know, I'm from New York City, and if I want to go, let's say I'm just using this as an example, guys. Let's say I want to go to Russia. Why do I want to go to Russia? Well, because Russia got beautiful girls, beautiful people, and they make the best, to me, my opinion, they make the best coats in the world. The most fanciest, craziest leather jackets, coats, you know, what else? Like just the whole vibe. Like if I was a rich guy, bro, I would be, like if I was to get paid with the internet, right? Like a lot of these streamers, bro, I would be visiting all these countries, bro. Every single country, even if I have to stay there for 30 days. I want to go to the city. I want to go to the hood. I want to go to the suburbs. I want to go to the country. I want to go to the coldest spot in the world, you know, in Russia, the hoods, everything. I want to get the whole experience of Russia to show the world what Russia's about. Then from Russia, I want to go to Africa. From Africa, I want to go to Antarctica. From Antarctica, you know what I'm saying? I want to travel. But when you start mixing all these countries all mixed up together, what's the whole point of saying, yo, where you from? Oh, I'm from Paris. Well, you look like an American. I'm a little more like America. So it's like they're trying to, and they're doing it right in front of our eyes, these guys. They're, you know how they say one world, one order? They're really doing this shit. This is why Australia don't look like Australia. This is why Paris looks like fucking Afghanistan, and Germany looks like fucking Left Rack City. Like, you see what I'm trying to say? It's a lot of crazy shit, guys. And I know I went all over the place on this story, but these are the things this man that we voted for. We told our family, our friends, our fucking neighbors, our subscribers, paid subscribers, yo, we got to vote for Trump. Well, we didn't even have another opinion anyways, because Kamala's drunk, fake black ass, it wasn't going to work. But Trump, and this is my thing, guys. I believe Trump was running for the right thing, and to the country that we're talking about now, they got us into this war. I believe they scared the shit out of Trump by shooting at him, by taking out Charlie Kirk, by threatening his kids, because another thing too, guys, Trump's kids got threatened to get kidnapped or something bad was going to happen to one of the Trump's family members. This is why Trump got rid of who? The real MAGA movement. They took out the first powerhouse. They took out Vivek. Remember the Indian guy Vivek that I said, yo, I like the way this guy is, man. He really loves America. This brother is a very smart man speaking wise. Like the dude knows how to put words together. That's why I respected that dude Vivek. They took him out. They took out Elon Musk because that was the billionaire Trump needed next to him. And, you know, Trump thought that by having a trillionaire, right? Well, the problem is where he got his money, right? Those banks. Well, these small hat weirdos owned the bank. So they threatened this guy with his businesses, his money, everything. So this is why Elon Musk stepped back and said, man, you can have this shit. What's her name? Marriage Taylor Greene, the lady that was full blown for Trump. She left too. She got kicked out. All the original Republicans that ran with Trump, they're all gone. Everybody in Trump's cabinet are all people from Israel. Pedophiles, devil worshiper, people that eat kids. Those are the people with Trump right now. Listen to this shit. And I'm going to show you proof of everything I'm talking about too, guys.
Him to lash out at them after Megyn Kelly, in particular, voiced her disagreement with Trump on Iran. And it's really interesting because it cuts to the heart of what MAGA is: a viable political movement with actual principles, or an authoritarian cult of personality that will simply follow Trump wherever he goes. And so I want to show you what it is that Megyn Kelly said that pissed Trump off as much as it did, and then we'll get into Trump's response. But before we unpack all that, if you end up liking this video and you want to support the channel, please be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and alert bells before you go. All right, folks, Megyn Kelly recently interviewed former MAGA Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. I played that for you, but I want to focus here on what Kelly herself had to say. She's one of the biggest right-wing podcasters. She is a former Fox News host. She's very effective at what she does. She is a vicious, mean-spirited person, okay, who has regularly trampled on her own principles. But what sets her apart from most people in her space is that she is willing to criticize Donald Trump, at least from time to time, and has even done it in his face in the past few years. So with that in mind, I want you to hear what she has to say about Trump's regime change war in Iran.
And it would explain perfectly why President Trump seems to be having so much difficulty clearly defining why we are doing this. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have found the explanations lacking. I woke up on Saturday morning like the rest of you to his videotaped announcement where he was wearing the hat. Did not walk away with a clear understanding of what we're doing. It was restatements of things we've known for years. Yeah, we hate Iran. They hate us too. We've known that. Why are we doing this now? What is the catalyst? Obviously, President Trump does not want to say we did it because of Israel. What he said instead was, quote, our objective is to defend the American people. Okay, so far that sounds good. Why do we need defending? By eliminating imminent threats, he said, from the Iranian regime. Okay, we're under imminent threat now. What is it? What's the imminent threat from the Iranian regime? We saw CNN's Scott Jennings, who's always talking with the administration, parroting this over the weekend, posting on X, quote, senior Trump admin officials telling me that credible intel indicated Iran planned preemptive missile strikes against U.S. military targets in the region and against civilian targets as well. Failure to act would have resulted in mass U.S. casualties. Does that make any sense to you? I mean, stop and think about it for a minute. I'm close to this administration in many ways as well, but I don't allow them to use me like a fool. Does it make
shots fired at Scott Jennings, who is a fool, by the way, and a total dishonest hack and loser? Even Megyn Kelly's disgusted with him.
Any sense to you that Iran was planning preemptive strikes against us and our civilians, knowing full well of the massive military assets we had moved into the region, the aircraft carriers and so on? Obviously, it doesn't. And sure enough, now today, it's all over. I mean, the Washington Post, U.S. intel assessments that Iran's forces were unlikely to pose an imminent threat to the U.S. mainland within the next decade. Okay, again, the attack came despite U.S. intel assessments that Iran's forces were unlikely to pose an immediate threat to the U.S. mainland within the next decade. And beyond that, CNN and Reuters report that Trump administration officials on Sunday acknowledged in closed-door briefings with congressional staff to whom they're obligated to brief, to speak and give their intel, quote, there was no intelligence suggesting Iran planned to attack U.S. forces first or to strike our bases in the Middle East. Okay, so there was no indication of an imminent attack. I don't know why Trump said that other than to try to justify the actions.
Exactly. He lied his ass off, and he's wildly incoherent about it. Megyn Kelly is pointing this out, that this is just a completely wildly incoherent position. Trump is having a hard time selling it to the American people, and already 6 American soldiers have been killed. Donald Trump has their blood on his hands. It's Trump's fault, and there should be a political consequence for this. Here's another clip.
Which leaves us asking again, why are we doing this and why now? President Trump mentioned he felt like we were getting tapped along by the negotiators dealing with our nuclear representatives, Kushner and Witkoff, which I believe, yeah, I'm sure they did. That's all they ever do. But Trump himself told us that we obliterated that program. That was his word, obliterated. Last June, we obliterated their nuclear program. Like not 4 years ago, 7 months ago. He mentioned that they still had, quote, ambitions to make a nuke, which I believe. So is this about bombing them out of their ambition? Is that why 4 service members are dead? And they're
Remember, she recorded this before the 2 additional bodies have been found. So it was 4 confirmed U.S. fatalities at the time. Now, at the time of recording, it's 6.
families are grieving them today because Iran had ambitions? That can't be it. I don't understand fully what's going on here. I do believe Trump doesn't want to get us into another forever war. And I believe he wouldn't willingly submit to quagmire. You know, in his mind, he thinks he can do this. He's been all over the board on the timing of it too, but generally he's saying 4 weeks or so. And he thinks we can do enough damage to them over the course of 4 weeks that we can achieve what? Again, I don't know. Is that going to bomb them out of their ambition? We don't know who's taking over. The Ayatollah's dead. Again, it's a great thing.
I'll play another clip in just a second. But again, I like the fact that she's pointing out that Trump's incoherence even goes with respect to the nuclear.
I'm not here. When you guys see me like, my bad, guys, because I'm making sure everything's right on the internet stuff. So I have nothing to say about the brother that lost his life, the leader of Iran, or the president, whatever he is. Because to me, as an American, okay, we've been lied so much that I cannot call that man a terrorist or a supreme leader. All right? This guy could have been the most holiest man on earth, and they just killed him, and they made us think that he was the worst terrorist in the world. When was the last time Iran ever attacked any American? Honestly. When was the last time? Never. They never, ever. Okay? You see that black guy that went into the club the other day somewhere in Texas, started shooting up, that he said, Hamas, I'm down with Hamas, Allah, whatever, some shit like that. Bro, that was all prop. That was all fake. Okay? The guy was from Israel. He came from Israel and did that. And you guys are going to see. Okay? You guys are going to see it. You guys are going to witness it. This is going to get uglier than what you guys think. Israel is destroying every American value that America ever stood on. Okay? Don't believe me. Do your homework. I love you guys. Make sure you guys go over there, check it out. And if you think I'm bullshitting, go do your homework. Do your homework.